What's up, guys? So let's talk a little bit about Ethereum. Bro, it's been so sad watching Ethereum recently go on like this long without seeing a major pump. I think majority of us by now had imagined that Ethereum would be around 4,000, 5,000, give or take, and it has truly let us down. I'll do some TA for you in case you're curious about it. Join the private members. I just alerted the next 50x to 100x. So if you're interested, I would love to see some new faces on there. A lot of familiar faces are already showing up. Now, the most recent drop, which hit a low of 1750, somewhere around there, it's still looking very bearish. We could retest that 1750 sometime this week. I love doing the 1334 because it's the most accurate. I've always used it, and I have always sticked with the USD whenever it comes to charting. I think a lot of people are just losing hope for Ethereum. They wanted cheap gas fees. It came. We're seeing some very low GUI, sometimes at 0.4. We can swap, sometimes even cheaper than Pulse Chain, which is just crazy, right? We can do some swaps for cents. Back then, for example, a Zenturion from Zen Crypto, Zen Network, it used to cost over $1,000 to be able to mint one. The only way to get your Zen is by minting or starting mints on Zen NFTs and stuff like that, right? Or batch mint. Now, if you want to get a Zenturion, because gas has dropped so low, it's going to cost you about $20 to $30. Maybe even cheaper, because I did that whenever I was doing some at like $2,500, $2,200 of Ethereum. Now it's cheaper. So it's probably like $15, $18, somewhere around there. And what's even more intriguing is that a lot of people wanted cheap gas fee. Now that it's here, the value of ETH just isn't the same in my book. Whenever we were seeing high gas fees, like only the rich could, or wealthy or really well-off people could be able to do some swaps. I remember in 2017, when was it? No, it was like 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. NFTs popped. I can't remember the exact year. NFTs went crazy. Minting one single NFT on OpenSea or an early access type of deal, it would cost you $400 worth of just ETH to be able to mint the very exclusive NFT. It would give it more value. If it takes somebody $400 to mint one out of the 10,000 collections, $400 of gas fee to be able to mint the NFT, right? You would automatically assume they would not sell it for less than what they paid or mint for. If the NFT costed $200 and it took $400, it would be a total of $600 worth. So the floor price on average would be about $600, right? $700. Sometimes they'd sell it for barely a little bit over profit and get rid of it. That's how some bots would do it. And really, that's just where it gave that value from. That Ethereum came from the big Ethereum buyers and burners, stakers. The wealthy ones would be able to, the demand for it. But now that it's so cheap, it's like having issues to be able to, I don't even want to say to grow, but it's just having issues getting that value up per Ethereum. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I can see ETH going to $1,000 to $1,200 in the short to medium term. It can send a lot of meme coins. It can send a lot of ERC20 tokens down the drain. Majority of them lose value, lose hope. A bunch of factors come into play. I'm looking into the 4 hours, by the way. I'm gonna look into the daily. I love the daily and I love the weekly. I've had, oh my goodness, I've had these since way back here. Wow. I drew this since 2017. This account has been old. Yeah, I've been in crypto for a long time, almost 10 years. I drew this way back here. That is insane. This was my prediction, by the way. Wow, this is so crazy. I did this prediction. I was like, yo, we're going to be flat all the way here and then we're going to go up. We pretty much stayed flat here and went up over here. I was March to October. I was months off from here to here. That's how you know my TA is insane, yo. I love it. Let's go. Yeah, man. I do see this going a lot lower. I want to say, based off of this here, though, no, I can't even see that. I want to say here. Yeah. Next level would probably be 1564. Yep, because this one's already back here. Like, you can even consider that one. Even a little bit of this one right here. A little drop down below. Yeah. $1,500 to $1,600 of Ethereum price could be in the books, man. I'm going to keep this line right here. The daily is very bearish. It crossed bearish since December of last year. Late last year. We were last bullish on November of last year. This was pretty much whenever, I'm guessing, Donald Trump got elected and everything, and we saw that nice price upward move, right, in the whole crypto market. But since December or so, it's just been downward, man. I want to see the weekly, though. What does the weekly tell me? That weekly just crossed bearish 2 weeks ago, I think. 2 to 3 weeks ago, it crossed bearish. Yeah, we are 100% going to test this right here, 1560. I might hold off on minting some Zen, and I'm going to hold off on buying some Ethereum in hopes of us switching and turning back to being bullish. By the looks, I know my lines look crazy, but I want to keep these lines, yo, as a good memory of a really good prediction I've had. I said it was going to do this M pattern, and look at this. It kind of did do it. It went down up here, down below. I'm so proud of sometimes of my TA, yo. I'm like, yo, it's gonna. I draw the most randomest lines predicting something that is gonna do it, and somehow it just plays out almost identical, like 80% identical to what I draw. It's scary and crazy cool at the same time. So I'm not gonna draw anything right now. I want to wait a little bit more longer. I'm kind of curious how the monthly looks. So yeah, definitely very much bearish still for Ethereum on the daily and the weekly. On the monthly, though, we are still very bullish. We crossed bullish May of last year on the monthly, which is very important, okay? We're doing the same M pattern that I just showed right here. Interesting. We are curling downward, though, in a bearish formation. But I hope my yellow line, I'm going to keep this yellow line and I'm going to make a video in the future. And I hope this level holds true and we bounce. So, yeah, that's nice. I'm going to buy ETH at 15.5 somewhere. I'll be happy if it sees 1200. I'm not going to lie. Like, the worst case scenario is definitely going to be 11. I'm going to draw this line right here. This line right here. And I'm going to color it blue. This blue line is definitely going to be the worst case scenario around 11 to 1200. A bounce is going to be around 1500. Okay, I'm calling it now. So we'll see what happens, guys. Click the like button, subscribe, join up, be a private member. It's on YouTube and on Twitter, whichever one you decide. I'm already alerting the next 50x to 100x play. And if you're curious, go ahead and join. Thank you. Take it easy. I'm out. Peace.